So we open the episode with Belle and Claire. Claire invites her mother for dinner. Belle says, "No, I can't. I can't come because I got to file this motion for John. John already done spent 2 nights in jail. I don't want it to be the third. So I'm working on this motion to get him out of jail. So I'll bring you something," Claire says. She says, "Look like I'm having dinner alone." Then here come Charlie. The suspicious Charlie. We'll get on him on a Tuesday episode, but as of now, Charlie, I was right about you. That's all I'm gonna say. I was right, and I knew it. I knew there was a connection between you and Trip, but I was thinking in the twin aspect, not the brother aspect. But we'll get into that on the Tuesday episode. Right now, we on the Monday episode, so I'm gonna leave that alone for now. We gonna focus on this Monday episode. So, baby Joey back. It had been an hour since he done been out. He's home. Kayla cooking his favorite foods. He says chili. She says no filet mignon. So, we're going to discuss the future. Kayla, you say it's over. I highly doubt it's over. Like, I like Joey. He always been one of my favorites. I can't stand his sister. But is this really a reunion if Stephanie messy behind not back? You see, I don't want her to come back, but it won't be a complete family unless her messy behind back. So, are we going to bring back Stephanie or no? Because it won't be the same without her being there, messing up stuff, screwing up stuff, being the pain she is in my behind. Now I'm glad baby Joey back. I'm kind of miss him. I'm glad he back. I just hope he let the Ava Vitale thing, be some shooter the breeze for him, and he don't try to do something to Ava, because we already know if he gonna suffocate somebody, there's no telling if he get the second chance what he might do to her. So I'm hoping the Ava thing over. I'm hoping he didn't got it out. It's out of his conscience. He enjoying his pre-prison life. He didn't got an hour out already. I hope he enjoying life. Forget about Ava. She come around move the other way. I just hope he don't make that mistake no more, because you've been gone for years. I mean, it feel like years, but I think you only did maybe 1, 2, 3, or 4 years. But yeah, it done been a long time, Joey. So I'm hoping and praying that this taught you a lesson, that you can't go around smothering people. Even though I was I was cheering you on when you put that pillow over that thing face. But that ain't the way to do things, Joey. You got to do stuff the correct way, not the wrong way. And that was the wrong way. Even though, like I said, I was cheering and egging you on the whole entire time. You hit that pillow over her face, but I'm gonna leave that alone though. So hopefully that's past you, and you're gonna go on with your life now that you got your life back. So I'm hoping and praying that you learn from that and won't make that mistake no more. Hold on. Was Joey 18 when he went to prison? So he's 21, 22 now, able to drink. You know what, it had been too long. I thought he went to jail 16, 17. You know what? I'm gonna leave that alone. We gonna give Steve and Kayla them a pass. You know what? That boy done spent hard time for a crime he didn't where he did commit, but he didn't really commit, because you got a doctor around here that can bring people back to life as soon as you think they dead. So you know what? I'm gonna give Joey a pass. I'm not gonna question his age. I ain't gonna need much ID him. You know what? Drink on, Joey. You deserve it. Allie, I got 54 minutes on the clock. I'm not fit to deal with you no whole episode. I am sorry. This is the second scene with you, and you already working on my nerves. I know your little bud ain't worried or concerned about somebody coming up there attacking you again. One, you just a bit bad wolf with the gun threatening to shoot the man in the groin. Now you worrying about if he gonna attack you or really. We really finna go there, Allie. Let's keep that same energy you had when you had that gun held up to that man. You see the man was scared. Now why would he want to attack you again, knowing that you could probably have access to a gun at any time? Allen, don't flatter yourself. I'm not finna deal with you no whole episode. I'm finna give you the same treatment I'm finna give Xander and Sarah. I'm just seeing what they saying for the now. Say what I got to say about it, and then move on away from you too, Allen. Let's keep that same energy you had when you had that gun in your hand, threatening to shoot that man. So now I'm scared, I'm concerned that he might try this again. How do I know you might not try to come rape me? You weren't too scared when you confronted your so-called attacker, now was you? Oh, now you scared because you ain't got the gun no more? Allie, I'm gonna need for you to go sit your little innocent bystander behind down somewhere because I ain't got time. I ain't got time for you. I never have time for you. I try to keep my cool when it come to you. But this little innocent little thing you got going on, but you was just big bad Sammy with the gun just how many scenes ago? Allie, go have a seat somewhere. You need to keep a seat warm somewhere and get out of my face. Well. So basically, Sarah and Xander is not going to be no use or nothing to talk about because basically, Xander is catching her up on what the do's and don't of Ava, what she done done, what she haven't done, all that other mess we don't care about. However, on the Johnson side of the field, we got Steve and Kayla having this little family only for now visiting baby Joey. One of those family only is Trip, and she's not happy to see him. Well, guess what, Kayla? You got to suck it up and suck it in, and don't freak out because yeah, he want to see his brother, and there's nothing you can do to stop that. And baby Joey, don't mention Ava at all. Just forget that. Just forget that you ever known Ava, saw Ava, suffocated her. Let's just forget about all that stuff you did to her, and let's just have a good family. You know what? Dinner, lunch, whatever we call it, family reunion, baby Joey. All. Let's just enjoy that and forget about all that other stuff. Shall we, Joey? Uh-oh. So Trip wasn't invited to dinner. He just happened to show up to get the rest of his things. Baby Joey thought he was staying. Unfortunately for him, he don't know the gory details of the rape case or the rape case, what's going on, how his mama feel about it, how his mama walking on eggshells, how she want Trip gone. So now somebody got to explain this to Joey. Oh God, Kayla, you really put your foot in it this time, but like I said, it's your house, your marriage, whatever you feel comfortable doing. You feel like you want your space away from Trip, whatever. You just got to explain it to your son then. And explain to him why you don't want Trip around and why he won't be staying in the house no more. So you have fun with that one. Hold on. Ava, you delusional. If you think for 1 second, lil' Poe, innocent Philip, can handle big head, strong head, arrogant, cocky, Mr. Mob Ties, Jewelry High Steve, Xander. You really got a whole lot of hopes and dreams. Too bad for you won't none of them come true. Philip can barely handle his gambling debt. Now how he supposed to handle a meathead like Xander? Have you not? Well, you haven't saw them fight. My money is on Xander. Even though I don't like Xander, Xander got the upper hand. Philip, he square up and down, he can fight. He could never fight the day to save his life. I didn't see enough of his fights to say, keep the name, keep the chance, stop fighting because it ain't your category. You might think you got them hands, you don't got, pick, keep them hands to yourself. When push come to shove, Philip versus Xander, my money on Big Head. Philip, I like you, you cool, I always liked you or whatever. My money on Xander, 100% hands down. I put my whole banking account on Phil, on Xander, cause Xander gonna take care of him. That one headbutt almost knocked him in the middle of next week before we even got there. So you expect me to put my money on Philip and believe that he can take care of Xander? Now he can hire somebody to take care of Philip. Then I might believe he might can do something. But other than that, Ava, you'll be better off rooting for the other horse because Xander gonna knock him in the middle of next week again with that big old head of his, and he gonna be seeing stars for now until 2021 and 2022. So nah, my money ain't on Philip to do nothing when it concerns Philip. I mean Xander, because he can't even much handle his gambling debts or his life in general. So I possibly Ava, keep dreaming. Really, Kayla? Really? You tell him to go ahead and tell the story. He tells the story. You got to interfere. Now it proves, Kayla, why do you have to make everything so? Really, Kayla, get your feelings out of this. We understand that you had your own situation with Jack. We understand that. We're not blaming you. We understand how you feel and how emotionally involved you into this, what you shouldn't be. Like, come on, Kayla. Calm down. This is really not about you. You just making it seem like you're the victim all over again. We know you all for, all the women's rights and all this and that. We with you on that. However, this time around, Kayla, you gonna look like a fool. But you know what? At this point, Kayla, you know what? I'm willing to see that egg roll down your face when he proved that he ain't do nothing and you was wrong this whole entire time. When you was, besides turning on this boy, making it seem like I'm gonna leave it alone. But Kayla, you need to get emotionally unattached from this because you really about to destroy everything in your life because you so strong and you have a strong opinion about this, and you should keep all your feelings to yourself before you end up self-destructing your whole entire life. That is now. Besides, Kayla, you're doing too much at this point. So, Miss Bell, Miss Allie, while we talking about what we gonna sue and getting some money, are we gonna put this on Charlie, not Trip? Because Charlie should have these charges, not Trip. My suspicion was correct, and it's Charlie. It ain't none of Trip. So, are we gonna put these same charges on Charlie, or are we gonna pretend like he don't exist, and you gonna keep on blaming it on Trip? But you know what? Go ahead and take that. Go ahead and take it on. When them charges get reversed, and then you find out who really did this, you gonna feel like a fool, Allie. You gonna feel like a fool, like you did with this whole pregnancy you did, and running around here trying to run away from your baby this whole entire time, like you want to leave your baby with everybody besides with you. So you gonna be a fool again, Allie. Funny you should mention character, Bell. This woman cannot tell the whole. And you told Allie to tell this whole story that happened in London. You'll be surprised if you get down to the fact that he was holding her down, raping her. She ain't give no face, no description, no eyebrows, no eye color, no nose, chin, none of that. So we expecting y'all to go to court, try to prove her case. The DNA test might be on your side or whatever. But when it comes to that her story, good luck trying to squeeze it out of her. That's just like playing around with a lemon and then the juice skirting your eye. Then you got to deal with a burning eye with the lemon juice that went in your eye. She can't remember that story to save her life. Are y'all sure y'all ready to go to court with it? You know what? More entertainment for me. We gonna have to get a clean cut story, real story, not no details or some details. Oh, I don't remember that. Oh, I don't remember that. Like I said, if you pressure her or talk to her long enough, you'll catch her on about 3 or 4 lies. Just like when she tried to tell the story how many times? The prize she actually remember, well, she got it right the one time with Nicole. She left some stuff out, but at least we kind of got a clear picture. Normally, when people being raped and held down, you like this. You see their face, their eyes, and all that. I bet you, if push came to shove and tell her, cause she named her attacker, then what color eyes he got, what his nose look like, and none of that. I guarantee you, $1, she couldn't tell you none of that stuff. So are we really about to take? Okay, take it to court. Take it on the court. I dare you. The judge not gonna believe her story. This girl could not even tell the truth if it came and slapped her across the face. So we supposed to take her word and this DNA test and try to prove a case. What if the judge asks her story? And let's put the two stories side by side. Somebody lying. Somebody don't remember all the details. And Tripp really did rape this woman. Shouldn't he know? Shouldn't he know? And shouldn't she know more than what he know? If he really did rape her, okay. But while you giving her hope and dreams, you might want to sit down and get the full story. And I promise you, once you hear that story, you'll say, you all over the place. I don't know if we got a case or not because you can't even give me no clear-cut story of what happened in London because you were drunk, falling around, slipping and falling. Then you remember somebody holding you down, but you didn't see their face. You don't even much know if they had on a mask on. You don't even much know if they smell, they had perfume, cologne, or whatever on. You know nothing. So how you gonna talk about suing somebody? But you know what? I like a good chuckle. Go ahead and take it to court. Go ahead. I'm begging y'all. Oh, so I think Bill trying to talk her out of it in her kind of way or trying to prepare her for what's going to happen. Because what she said is true. We didn't see it happen a million times where you got to do all these interviews, talk about it, keep on telling the story over and over and over again, hoping they catch you in a lie, hoping they say, well, you said this happened, but this really, Allie, you can barely stand the pressure of being around Tripp or around your child. Are you sure you're ready for this type of ridicule? I, I say leave it alone. You didn't done enough damage. When you pulled that gun out on that man, that could have went a whole lot worse. So I say leave it alone. And you know what? Leave it alone. You go your way, he go his way. And you know what? You can't stand this pressure. Sammy might can handle this pressure, but Bell kind of telling you what's going to happen. I hope you ready for this type of pressure, because this going to be the worst pressure of your life. You think that baby, getting that baby out of you was pressure. Oh, baby, that was just the beginning. Wait till you feel this type of pressure and see how you like it. So now it's 3 against 1. Kayla on Allie's side, Steve and Joey on her side. I forgot Tripp don't count in this. Kayla, let that boy stay. How hard couldn't it be to let that boy stay? I mean, you ain't got to talk to him, have a conversation with him. This is a family event. Joey out of jail, out of prison. So, Kayla, could you put your differences to a side for 1 minute and enjoy that your son not while you sitting about to chop through the table trying to chop up them vegetables? Kayla, you really need to find you a chill pill and compose yourself because all this anger you got in you, you'll swell up and down this with Jack all over again. I ain't trying to be funny or nothing, but Kayla, you really need to find you a chill pill and learn how to compose yourself. Because if you look at this and anybody looking at this outside looking in, we ain't judging you or whatever. We just saying you doing too much. Like, you can feel how you want to feel, but the way you putting it on, you'll swell up and down this you and Jack all over again. Now, ain't nobody telling you you got to take Tripp's side or whatever. All we is telling you is you're doing too much. All this extra you doing, freaking out, bursting out, yelling, up there about to chop a hole through the table, try to chop through the table, all that. That's unnecessary. Like, we ain't telling you can't. We ain't telling you to take Tripp's side. We telling you it's okay to take your niece side or whatever Allie is to you. We it's okay to take her side, but all this you doing with it. You're doing too much. Allie ain't even much this man. Luke is man, but he ain't right here about to tell no, about to chop no knife, about to put no hole through no table with a knife like you are. Like, you're doing too much, Kayla. You really need to calm down somewhere, really. So, Charlie from Philly, he got a brother. He don't talk to him much. Basically his dad raised him. So, Ava, you get along. You get along, huh? You from state to state to state. I'm not surprised by that. I'm wondering who this brother. He barely talked to it. Definitely can't be Trip because Trip would have been mentioning you. So you must got another brother from the other side of the family, and it not Trip. I'm hoping, or I'm trying to get you together, but Philly, the mob, Ava, it all makes sense. Like, that's where they originate from. Either they are New York, so you know what? It make complete sense why she'll be in Philly. So it's making sense how Charlie is her son. Okay, let's get this monkey off my back. Basically, Sarah and Xander. Basically, he know Abel involved in this, and basically he wants Sarah out. So basically, he telling her there's no more us in team. I got to do this alone. Ava is dangerous. I don't want you nowhere involved in this because I don't want her coming after you, thinking that you the innocent victim, and she end up trying to hinder you. So basically, you're out on me. I'm doing this solo dolo. There's nothing you can say about it. Of course, she wanna be there, saying she not scared of Ava or whatever, but she don't realize that Ava is that girl, and Ava, you know, bust a cap and you know where. So Xander's basically trying to warn her how dangerous she is. She can care less, and she can say, I done been through the storm, I done been through the rain, so let me go ahead and help you. Xander, on the other hand, telling her no. So let me guess, she gonna sweet talk her way into Xander lap, and he gonna end up letting her go along with this. And why am I talking about these people? Sarah, if I was you, I'd listen to Xander. Cause Ava is that kind of that girl that got ties that can, you know, can take care of you. She ain't gonna take care of you, but she got people that can take care of you and Xander. Xander says he can handle her, but yeah, if I was you, Sarah, I'd listen to Big Head at this point because he does have a point, and she will get you if she find out that you snooping around. So if you wanna call yourself get fitted for cement bricks for a cement block and thrown in the water, you go right on ahead and play around with Ava and her mob crew if you want to. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay, I don't get that ending. So Charlie shows up at Ava's house. She's surprised to see him, even though she told him to get his over there. So why are you shocked to see him again? And why did it end? I don't get it, but okay. I'm glad Kayla calmed down and let Joey Trip stay. So she said she didn't do it for him. She did it for Trip and she did it for Joey and Steve. So she agreed to calm down just for a little bit, I guess, to deal with a dinner with him. So I think it ended good, my opinion, but I think it ended good. Now let's get to the good stuff this Tuesday episode. Hold on. Now I'm confused. You've been telling him to get his behind over there unless you was talking to somebody else on the phone. Now you surprised and shocked that he the one that came to the door. And you said he made it to Salem fast. He tells you I've been to so that wasn't who you was talking to telling them to get their butt over there. You wasn't talking to him. I'm confused. We'll have to wait to see what else happened because at this point, I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. I thought that's who you were telling to get their butt over here, but it's obvious I kind of went too fast, didn't read it quite well, or something in the something not adding up here. Something is not adding up here when it comes to Charlie and Ava relationship. Oh, so he the spy for Ava. Makes sense now. Why Charlie ain't taking sides, why Charlie acting like he ain't got no involvement in the situation. It makes total sense now. It makes sense now. it makes total sense how he got that job in the position. It makes sense. Basically, he the spy, and not if it to talk about Trip. And he don't like Trip. This can't be no Allie poisoning or no Claire poisoning. So Trip and him know each other, I'm assuming, or he knows somewhat of Trip and how she put him on the pedestal and not Charlie. So I'm assuming this little innocent, oh, I'm scared, please don't hurt me, please don't fire me, is a stunt, and this the real Charlie coming through, the one that's not so innocent, mob tied. Well, we don't know about no mob ties, but the way he acting around Ava, he got to be connected to the family and the ties. So I wouldn't put nothing past Ava or her or that one. So we gonna assume he connected to the mob too. And this whole stunt he been giving us these little whole few months and these little few weeks, that was just a little stunt he was putting on. He was basically acting for the right people. But once he out of that shell, he don't play around with Ava too much, and Ava looked like she kind of scared of him. So I'm dying to see this connection, and I'm dying to see how Ava cheer on and egg on, then spoil one son, then the other son don't like Trip, but Trip don't know nothing about him, but he know about Trip, and he's not very quite fond of Trip because he called Trip precious and innocent and all that, and he really don't care whether Trip goes down for these charges or not, get sued or whatever have you, because is this a whole Gwen thing all over again? Because that's what I'm kind of feeling. Like this Gwen and Abigail all over again. Because that's what I'm feeling and that's what I'm tasting right now. Ooh! So, the conversation get heated. We talk about Trip and how innocent he is. Charlie tell her, oh, it'll be fine. It can't be no charges pressed. It's gonna blow over, win over you, it'll be over. It's fine. Just calm down and relax. Ava said, of course you're not concerned. And of course you want this to be all planted on him because you did it. Mm. Well, Ava, can't say that the apple don't fall too far away from the tree when it comes to you and your kids. I mean, you didn't have your hand in the raising them. I mean, they got your DNA. You already a bad seed. Your egg already was bad, so you had two snakes, two sons, so even though Trip didn't change his life around, we don't know too much about this Charlie. So DNA matching Trip, we already okay. We just gonna go ahead and just put it on out there, Ava. And you know what? I'm finna run with it. Oh, so we get deeper into the pool. So Trip was in London. Of course, Charlie was there with him, keeping an eye out on Trip for Ava. So, you know what? Trip left the note, ripped the note up, took advantage of a woman sleeping on the couch. Charlie give me that type of feel that he a cop a feel or try to, do what he got to do. Ain't no way to die in this one, Charlie. You didn't put it on your brother. I hope you happy with yourself. You already your brother go down for your crime. Charlie, let's see you talk your way out of this one. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Mr. Not So Innocent, Mr. Scaredy Cat, Mr. Oh, I'm an innocent bystander. Oh, Mr. Please don't fire me. Oh, I'm just a teenager trying to work here. All them little X you done gave us over the months. Not Kayla. Then flipped over to leave. Actually being nice to Trip, actually holding hands while praying, actually taking up for Trip, actually, what? I know this ain't. It's just the same Kayla the Kayla that was about to cut. Was just the same Kayla that was about to shove that knife through the middle of that table. This the same Kayla, right? And now all of a sudden she won't Trip to stay. We not gonna talk about. I know you playing with me. This is not the same. I know you playing them. I know you BSing me, not Kayla. Kayla Johnson, head nurse at University Hospital, the owner of University Hospital. Not Kayla. Hold on here now. And yes, Charlie, there's a DNA test. We know it ain't Trip DNA, so it's your DNA test, you little nasty mofo you. Yes, a DNA test. Yeah, you didn't expect that, did you? You want to go ahead and give us a sample now? And quit lying to our face? And then quit lying to our faces? Come on and go ahead and give a DNA sample. We dare you. Hold on. You didn't know about the DNA test. You knew about the rape. You didn't know there was a baby. Any more egg you want to put on your face, Charlie? Because I'm pretty sure there's room. There's plenty of room for Ed to go around. You didn't know about none of this, huh? But you want to blame... Charlie, we waiting for you to come clean, buddy. We waiting on the moment that you come clean. That's all we gonna sit here and wait. It's a surprise you didn't know any of this stuff, like you didn't read the newspaper article. Come on, Charlie, don't act so surprised. Oh, so we gonna continue to lie and call Trip a rapist. Even though your throat about to hit your toe, we still gonna blame Trip. Oh, okay. So we gonna lie until the truth come here. Okay. That's how we playing it, Charlie. We gonna play it that way then. He a rapist, but yet you went, okay. We gonna see how this play out for you, buddy. So, we end the episode with a bang. Basically, Trip was thanking Kayla for inviting him, well, for letting him stay, and then all the stuff she did for him. Then we got Allie and Claire over there talking about Trip, their whole situation, the rape thing, and just having girl talk. Then we got Ben and Sean talking about Sierra and some of the greatest things, that how he felt like he was supposed to be alone forever until he met Sierra, and he hoping and knowing she not dead. Well, he knows she ain't dead in his mind, but he just going along with him. And then we got the banger. Basically, Charlie got a hatred for Trip. Don't realize that's his brother, but he got a hatred for Trip. Basically, he was telling Trip, basically saying Trip not innocent. Trip is not innocent. He's a bad boy. He no good or whatever. Then she hit him with a bang. Basically, y'all share the same DNA because y'all are brothers. The same person you been following and telling in London. It's the same one you can't stand. God knows why you can't stand him. But yeah, that's your brother. Congratulations. You got another brother you didn't know about. How you like those apples, Charlie? And that's where the episode ends. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.